with this one incident, and I want you all to take home this. One evening, it was when Baba was not talking to anyone. Darshan was the bhajans were over in the evening. It was 7 o'clock. He went, had his light dinner. Again, food is an entirely different thing. He would barely eat half a chapati or one chapati. That's it, with a little pickle or just for the sake of eating something. Anyway, so he had finished his dinner, come upstairs, and the time he takes to eat, incidentally, is by the time you sing the Arati, the Sai Baba Arati, by the time you finish singing, know that Baba has finished his dinner instead. Because you finish the bhajan and you go inside, Arati will go on. By the time the Arati is over, he's come out, his dinner is over. Like, that's how it will be. Okay, just to give you an idea, how much can you eat in that? Anyway, so this evening was 7 o'clock. It had finished. He went upstairs, and his evening walk. There will be an evening walk. Poor Swami will do his exercise, walking up and down in that little tiny room. He'll go up and down. Fan will be off, and we will be downstairs. So he will take an evening walk a little bit. We'll hear the swish swish of the robe as he would go up and down for 10-15 minutes. Then he will settle down, put on the fan, and then we'll know, okay, Swami has finished his evening walk. Just imagine. This was the Sai. For him, even the ability to walk was limited to that little room. Anyway, so he was sitting there one evening, and that evening, one of those rare evenings, he decided not to speak to anyone. He said he didn't want to meet anybody. Okay, he was only reading letters. Two of us were there. We were pressing his feet, and from 7 o'clock till 8:55, almost 9 o'clock, no word was exchanged. Normally he would say, what is the samachar, kya kaya, kya khaya, what was college, how was the classes? No talk. He was completely involved, reading letters. He would tear this letter, put it in the dustbin, pick up another one, open it, read. Occasionally he just sigh, and close his eyes, go into silence. Then again come out of that stupor, if you will, again go back to reading. He was completely in his zone, hardly aware of even us there sitting there. And when his face was behind the letter, so we are sitting down there, right? So we are looking at each other and making isharas, kya ho gaya yaar, mood kharab hai ki kya hai, that kind of thing is. So, but we will continue pressing his feet, respecting that silence. And it suddenly looked up at the clock after 2 hours, and he realized 9 o'clock is time for him to go to bed. So he looked and he said, he sighed. He was very introvert that evening, like very withdrawn inside. And this, he started talking to himself, just barely aware we were around, right? Talking to us, but more to himself. And this is what he spoke. He said, so many letters today I read. So many letters. Every letter is give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give. Curriculum, always craving for something. And he went on to explain, somebody wants marriage. Somebody who is married wants peace in marriage. Somebody wants child. Somebody who has children want to know how to take care of their children. Somebody who has a job has problems with the boss. Somebody who doesn't have a job want a job. Always wanting. He paused like that. Intamandi, like in Telugu, he says, intamandi letter chadivanu, and the కోరికలు. Idi kavala. This I want, that I want. And then he paused. He said, not one letter was thank you. Not a single letter. That's a thank you అని ఒక్కరు కూడా చెప్పలేదే. The agony of a teacher. And then he gets up and he walks towards his bedroom, talking to himself. I have come. My plane has landed. I have come to take you all into my plane. I'm standing on the door of my plane saying, come. But everybody is standing there doing projects and doing bhajans and waving aarti. Nobody is coming into my plane. Nobody is coming into my plane. And we are crawling, when Swami is talking and walking towards us, just barely 10 feet, right? He is talking like this, involved and walking towards his door. And we are crawling on our knees because what is it? We want our namaskar. That is how we are, so stupid, right? But I wanted my namaskar, so I was crawling, but at the same time listening. And this, I'm saying, come into my plane. Nobody wants to come into my plane. Y'all are sitting there, waving arati and doing bhajans and projects. Something y'all are doing, but nobody's coming into my plane. And the final words that night was, when I leave, I won't even have 5 people in my plane. Aidi mandi kudu dorokadu. So I am not sharing this to throw a guilt complex upon us. I am just sharing this is exactly what happened. How we interpret this is entirely up to us. But when people ask me, what are those moments that changed your life? There were moments like these. What does Baba mean by coming into his plane? To me, I believe that he has come to share the highest wisdom. I have come from the heights of the Shiva Shakti principle, the Brahman principle, the Advaitic principle of I am God. I've come from that heights to tell you that you are also God. Come into my plane. I have landed in this plane. I'm saying, come into my plane. I want to take you back there. That's a purpose of an avatar. That's a purpose of a teacher. Let me take you back to those heights of Vedas, Vedanta, that. But what you all are doing, we sit there and say, no, you are God, you are avatar. Oh, I will compose this bhajan on you. I will put this flower up on you. I will decorate you this way. I will do this. I will do that. I will all of this. But we are not ready to believe that fundamental principle that is on, to believe that you and I are divine. Why is it so difficult to take that first step? We push it away saying, Arey Bapre, wo sabs are abstract. That is all too abstract. I am not there. I'm not ready for that. By saying that, we are treating something very lightly. The very basis of our existence on this planet, we take it lightly. And the very basis of Swami's teachings, we take it lightly. And we say, oh, that is all abstract. Let us simply worship him. He will take care of us. He will take care of us. And in that taking care of us, he's saying, begin to remember your own divinity. To me, getting into Baba's plane, therefore, is opening the doors to the belief that you and I are divine. And therefore, I want to end with this beautiful mantra he gave all of us, this affirmation that he gave all of us. On November 23rd, I think it was 1983 or 1984, in the discourse, he said, say this. This is my gift to you on my birthday. Say this every day. Say this. So begin to say this. What are those affirmations? I am God. I am God. I am not different from God. I am the Akhanda Parabrahman. I am Sat Chit Ananda. Grief and anxiety cannot affect me, cannot enter me. I am ever content. Fear cannot affect me. I am God. I am God. I am not different from God. Let us begin to say these, my dear sisters and brothers. Say these statements every day. Slowly the meaning will dawn upon us. Slowly our real nature, the divine nature that is willing to sprout, will help you live life to its fullest. Let our children see us saying this mantra. Let us pass this mantra to our child. This is the legacy that Sai Baba has left behind. The legacy that you and I are divine. All we have to do is to begin to remember our own.